Okay, so good morning. We're here to solve the problem that Pivoine has presented us with in their RFP. And Pivoine, if you don't know, is a high-end retail store in America, and they tailor towards women who are ages mid-20s to mid-40s with an annual income of $100,000 per household or more. And in the past 20 years, they've seen exponential growth in their revenues, and so they're looking to take the next step and expand into Europe International. Okay, so the goals of our report are to provide Pivoine with a plan to help them expand internationally. We're going to start focusing on one store, which will be in London. Okay. And we're also going to help them provide an effective shopping experience based on marketing research that we've conducted and surveys that we've taken. So the location that we picked is London because it's one of the biggest fashion meccas in the world. And here's just a little video to show that.
Never been to London Fashion Week before. I've never seen anything so incredible. I went to New York Fashion Week last week and I have to say, London wipes the floor with them. I'm so proud to be British today. It's like my little union country as well. I'm Laura Smith and I'm the Associate Beauty Editor at Brexit. So it's day 2 of London Fashion Week and I'm about to go backstage at Somerset House for the Ashley show. There's a real holiday vibe to the whole collection. It's kind of a bit beach boys, lots of surf shorts. But the thing about shoes is everything they do, they're great, everything's all embellished, so it looks fantastic. And just to the left of us over there, Lona Craig, the singer, and also Destiny Child, Michelle Williams, has just walked in a big frou-frou dress.
Okay, so after we picked the location, we
Okay, so as far as the location goes, the map that's actually seen here is a map of Brompton Street in London, and Brompton Street is one of the most popular shopping destinations in London. And as you can see here, if we go to the next slide, here you can see the actual strip that's highlighted, and that's where most of the big name fashion storefronts are located. If you see here, our store is going to be located on Brompton Street, and if you keep going one more. If you can see here, you can see some of the actual other stores that we'd be competing against, and we think that this is going to be a great location for us because we're right in the middle of where people are going to look for when they're trying to buy high-end clothing. On the left, you can see the actual storefront that we've chosen, and this is actually a rendering of what the proposed store will look like once it's finished.
Okay, we surveyed European women aged 23 to 47 living in the European Union to find out what they liked in their fashion selection. The first thing we asked them was what they preferred in a size of a store, and we discovered that they prefer a small to medium-sized store as opposed to the large stores found in the United States. This finding fits well with our size, the size of the store we selected, which is 430 square feet. In order to accommodate the preference for lesser amounts of sales associate interaction in Europe, we changed the layout of the store to meet these preferences. As you will see in a later slide, we designed an open floor plan with the salespeople concentrated in the back of the store. But before we even conducted these surveys, we decided which city to enter based on data off of collected by the CIA. If you look at the first chart, you'll see that the U.S. has a GDP per capita of $46,400. In the United Kingdom, the GDP per capita is $35,000, which is higher than that of France, and we focused on France, the UK, and the United States because Pivoine already has stores in the United States, and because London and France are considered fashion capitals of Europe and the world. Also, the United Kingdom is growing at a more rapid rate than France, and most of the population is concentrated in urban areas, much like the United States, and we feel that it's more important for Pivoine to enter a market similar to the United States, and because then they will not encounter problems with things such as language and won't have to deal with risk with interpreting advertisements or being forced to change their advertisements, corporate culture, or inventory as much as if they enter more dissimilar markets.
As far as the store design goes, like Robin said, we focused on an open store layout because we found out that customers don't want a lot of interaction within the store staff and themselves. The store layout allows the customer to browse through and take a look at the articles of clothing, and only when they're ready to move into the back of the store to actually play is when they'll encounter most of their interaction. We'll have staff walking around in order to help any of the customers that actually need assistance, but we're letting the customer actually do all the browsing and let them pick out the articles of clothing that they need. These women generally are experts and they actually know what they want and what they're looking for, so we feel that this is a good decision based on the service.
All right, the last thing that we're going to talk about is the costs, and we believe that the renting of the store versus building a new store was the best choice because of simply like having the best location, and we believe that Pivoine will have the most success like if they're around similar stores. And this chart here shows the average renting in these different cities, and so London ended up being like approximately $65,000 a year, and we believe that could fit in our budget well. And then the next recommendation that our team will give is about the inventory, and we decided the best way to decide this amount was by the size of the store. Pivoine's current store is in New York, approximately is twice the size of the store we're looking to build in London. So we decided to have 50% of the inventory to be stored or displayed in London. And the last thing that we need to discuss for the budget is the wage for everyone. And we researched the average store manager in London makes up approximately $30,000 a year. We thought this would be a good starting price for the two managers in the Pivoine store, and we believe that the store should also have 10 associates, and those ones will get paid hourly and will be compensated according to their retail experience.